The Xbox 360 has been a haven for RPGs during this console generation, thanks in no small part to Square-Enix. That support continues with the release of the next Star Ocean exclusively for Microsoft's console. The Last Hope is actually a prequel, which means you don't have to be well versed in Star Ocean lore to know what the heck is going on here. This is a good decision. Chances are that a lot of the 360's audience has not played a Star Ocean game before. Discerning gamers will see how The Last Hope connects with and even sets up the other games in the franchise. The story here carries a sci-fi motif. The game kicks off after World War III devastates Earth. The survivors reorganize and then send out exploratory spaceships to find a new homeland. You play as the unfortunately named Edge Maverick, a spiky, blonde-haired cliché with big anime eyes. He's stationed on one of the ships and, of course, the mission goes all wrong. The story is actually not all that bad, but it's not presented well at all. The pacing is off, and you'll sometimes find yourself fighting in a dungeon for 3 hours, and then launch into a 45-minute cutscene right after it. The dialogue and animation in these scenes is awkward, and there's no Japanese language option. And while some of the cutscenes are pretty cool, do we really need each plot point to be repeated by every character? The graphics here are pretty good, but they're not great. There's a feathery and shimmery look to everything that's a little odd, but it does run smoothly. The game should be commended for its variety. It's not often a JRPG like this has such distinctive looking environments that consistently change. It really fits well with the sci-fi theme and makes it feel like you're traveling around the galaxy. Fortunately, the gameplay is what really holds everything together. The combat is a modification of the already established Star Ocean formula. There are no random encounters, and once you get into a fight, you'll still retain the ability to move around. You can do physical attacks with a button press, or hotkey magic or skills to the triggers. If you're so inclined, you can also pause in the middle of the action and bring up the full menu for additional magic attacks. For this go-around, The Last Hope adds the ability to dodge by jumping and a blindside attack that whips you around to attack an enemy from behind. Special attacks can be chained and there's super attacks to be had. It's all very fun and it never got stale for me, which is important because there's a lot of combat in this game. Star Ocean is also ideal for completionists and collection nuts. There are battle trophies, skill leveling, enemy data, ship collections, item creation, multiple endings, fetch quests, bonus bosses and dungeons, you name it and it's in this game. The story is also slightly shaped by private actions, a long staple of the series. Story segments can change and you'll get a different ending based on which characters like each other, so you'll have to play through the game multiple times to see everything. Another neat add-on is the bonus board system that gives you extra rewards at the end of each fight based on how you finished off enemies. If you keep the string going without dying or having a critical hit land on you, these bonuses stack upon each other, which allows you to do a lot of power leveling and is great for people who just want to build their party up. It's a cool little side diversion and a great way to keep the combat interesting time after time. Star Ocean: The Last Hope is much stronger than a lot of the other JRPGs on Xbox 360. It does have some archaic design decisions. You can't pause cutscenes and you can't save anywhere you like. And, annoyingly, you have to swap out discs a lot in the end of the game if you want to travel back to previous areas. However, people who live for combat, collecting, and leveling will have a lot to love here. For the full written review, head over to IGN.com.